Welcome to the BetQL Daily Boost. I'm Lucy Burge of BetQL.com, and I am joined by Dan Karpuk and Kate Constable. Happy March Madness to everyone. It begins today, and we have an odds boost to celebrate on Houston, Tennessee, and UCLA, all to cover at minus 12.5. This is boosted to plus 325 at Caesars. I have all three of these teams moving on in this tournament on my bracket, so I love the value in all of this, and all three of them to cover as huge favorites here. Plus 325 at Caesars is great value, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and if you look at the spreads here, Lucy, I mean, UCLA, they're favored by 17.5, Houston by 18.5. Tennessee's the only one that's sitting around this number, which is still favored by 11. UCLA has won 5 of their last some games by far more than 11. Houston's won 8 of their last 11 by more than this number. And Tennessee's last 3 wins have also covered this number. So right there, I mean, it's happening for all these teams pretty much on the regular. So love the boost here.
Yeah, and when I saw this odds boost, you two both know the first place I looked is BetQL. And guess what? BetQL projects all of this to happen. So Houston is an 18.5 point favorite versus Northern Kentucky. We have to think, we have to cover minus 12.5 here. So they're an 18.5 point favorite already. BetQL is projecting them to win by 21.5. Under Kelvin Sampson, Houston's gone 31-13 against the spread when the total has been in the 120s, and the total's in the 120s for this one. And the Cougars should absolutely roll in this 1 versus 16 matchup here. Moving to Tennessee. Tennessee's an 11 point favorite against Louisiana, but BetQL is projecting them to win by 14.5. Under Bob Marlin, Louisiana has gone just 5-15 against the spread as a road underdog of 9.5 to 12 points, and UT is the far superior team. Yes, this is on a neutral site, but I think the road trend matters there. And finally, UCLA is a 17.5 point favorite against UNC Asheville. BetQL is projecting them to win by 22 points. Under Mike Morrell, Asheville has gone just 3-13 against the spread in tournament games, including conference tournaments, which is very bad. And before their heartbreaking 2-point loss to a great Arizona team in the Pac-12 championship, UCLA had won 12 games in a row, was one of the hottest teams in the nation. I expect them to absolutely roll tonight. I have them going all the way to the Final Four as well. Just throwing that out there.
Love that. There's so much to love about this odds boost, and you can get in on that at plus 325 at Caesars. And head to BetQL.com and get your free 3-day trial today. And check out our exclusive sportsbook offers there as well. And of course, follow us on Twitter at Daniel Karpuk, at Kate Constable, and at Lucille Burge, especially now in March Madness, where we will have all this information and everything going on. We also have our favorite bets for today. I am going with Texas A&M minus 2.5 against Penn State. Texas A&M went 23-11 against the spread this year and 19-7 against the spread as the favorite. I also have Texas A&M moving on in my bracket in this tournament, so my bracket says so I like them to cover this against Penn State. I also like Tennessee minus 11 against Louisiana Lafayette. Tennessee covered the spread in 3 of their last 5 games. Louisiana Lafayette has failed to cover in 3 of their last 5. Tennessee has also won every matchup against Louisiana Lafayette historically and covered in the last 3 of those meetings. So I like Tennessee to cover in this one and move on.
I like the Texas A&M play, Lucy. I have them moving on in my bracket, so I'm with you there. And I mean, Tennessee, yeah, come on. That feels right. I'm going to go Texas Colgate and take the over here. It's at 150.5. I mean, we could just see a ton of points in this game. Colgate is the best 3-point shooting team in the entire country, and they have the best effective field goal percentage as well. I mean, they put up a ton of points. They've had at least 90 points in 4 of their last 7 games and are averaging just under 79 points on the season. I mean, Texas's defense is likely going to be a step up from what the Raiders have seen throughout the Patriot League. But, I mean, the Longhorns, they can defend inside the arc, but they're not so great at limiting 3-point attempts. So that could leave Colgate open, and they could get a number of looks from deep. If they knock those down, I mean, that's going to keep enough pressure on Texas to not allow the Longhorns kind of to take their foot off the gas. That's really what I'm worried about more so than anything in this game, is that Texas would get up so big that they rest some of their players in the second half and this number doesn't go over. But I mean, offensively for Texas, they're also averaging just around 78 points per game. So against a Colgate defense that ranks 232 in adjusted defensive efficiency. I think this is going to be a fast-paced, high-scoring affair. Both teams are going to score, and we're going to go over this 150.5 mark.
Nice. I absolutely love that, and I'm going to get to more about why I love that in a second. But, this is day one of the NCAA tournament. I'm going to play it safe. Just kidding. Psych.
No
I am not
way.
going to play it safe. We're going to go Colgate plus 705 on the money line versus Texas to pull off the upset. As a Holy Cross grad, and this is, maybe skewing, creating a little bit of a bias here. I do want to point that out. I love the Patriot League. I'm really excited about this Colgate team, though. Under Matt Langle, Colgate has gone 22-4 straight up after 6 or more consecutive wins. So when they string those wins together, they stay hot. Typically, the Raiders have won 9 in a row heading into this one, and what makes them stand out is what Kate just mentioned. They are the best three-point shooting team in the country, making 40.78% as a team on the season. That's insane. That's unbelievable. These dudes can shoot. They get the necessary spacing to make life tough on their opponents. And obviously, it goes without saying, Texas is the more talented team. They're the deeper team, they're the longer team, and they're the better team. However, this Colgate team has shown that when they get hot, they can beat pretty much anybody. Like, 3-point, like, this is the Mike D'Antoni style of play where 3 points beats 2 points. And we could see that tonight. Not only that, but Patriot League Player of the Year Tucker Richardson is an absolute stud. Here were his lines during the Patriot League tournament: 11 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 12 assists, and in the championship, 14 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists in a triple-double. So I think he comes to play tonight. He's going to control the pace for this team. And when they win and shock the world, I just want everyone to remember they heard it here first on the BetQL Daily Boost. And be sure to check out all of our models' best bets for this game, because we have hit 63.41% of Colgate bets all time for a total return of $2,240. So, and we also have a 5-star. This isn't the 5-star play. This is a little too crazy, but we do have a 5-star play that I absolutely love in this game too. So head over to betql.com and check that out.
If you want to make some money, you better do that, because that's incredible. I mean, this is why March Madness is so exciting, is because anything can happen, and that could very well happen. So get in on all of that and this odds boost, and subscribe to the BetQL Daily Boost wherever you get your podcasts.